Yesterday we did the 20 most dangerous teams for March. Today I'd like to do the 20 most dangerous players. Wahahaha.
Like on the court?
Yeah, probably on the court.
Okay.
We could do this as an off-season topic, though. 20 most dangerous coaches off the court.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple that come to mind. But yeah, let's go to 20 most dangerous players in March.
Okay. So just straight up, similar to how we ran this with teams, players you least want to see across from you in the bracket. Like you see that you got to play that team and that player's at the top of the scouting report, you are terrified. Number one is the most terrifying, 20 is the 20th most terrifying.
Hmm. So this is gonna be an interesting topic though, because best doesn't always equal terrifying if we're on the same wavelength here.
We're on the very same wavelength. Yeah.
But even on that note, we're sure Coop's not number one.
Coop is definitely number one.
Okay. I didn't know if we were gonna get like number
No,
like yeah,
Coop
Coop's the best
Cooper
player.
Cooper is absolutely the most terrifying player. And then I think it's going to be chalky at the top. I think Janai is too.
Yeah. So let's go Coop one, Janai two.
Okay.
Then I think we get into some guards.
Are you going to make the Clayton pitch? Or are you gonna like go to your guards and start talking like scary role
I was
players?
gonna go Braden.
Oh, talk me through why Braden's third over every other player in the country.
Just because I think that Braden is a player that can score for himself. I mean, he does everything. He assists, he rebounds, he's got a beard, he's a psycho. I just, he's also if he's I'm assuming he's well rested, maybe. Maybe he had a day off or two between the games, something like that. But I just think that Braden has this killer instinct to him that is terrifying.
So I agree. Here's the only thing that gives me any pause to putting Braden like absolutely by himself third in the country. If I see Purdue across from me, I am not equally, but almost equally as worried about TKR. And I think you're preparing for the two of them almost as a duo as much as you are like, we need to contain Braden Smith. Because if you put all your efforts into containing Braden Smith, TKR will kill you.
Yeah, I agree, but just let's say, does TKR actually scare you?
Less than Braden does, but I mean, he's been so good, dude. You were talking about how he was filleting Illinois' front court. Like, both these dudes will give you 30. I think the way I'm viewing Dangerous, again, you know, I'm a Braden guy. The way I'm viewing Dangerous is like, oh, I'm the opposite team playing this team. That one guy could single-handedly murder us and end our season. And Braden could be that.
So it's probably more Walter Clayton territory than here.
But even Florida has like a lot of dudes. You're gonna have to pitch me on all the Florida people as always.
I hate that I have to all the time. Like
I mean, you talk
Clayton,
about he plays, you say they play too cool. Like they're just happy to be there. That
but
can't be
they're
the third most dangerous player in the country.
but they're also still terrifying.
They are. But this is players, not teams.
Hold on, I need a quick check here, really, real quick here.
I also just want to throw this out. Before the Illinois game, I would have been like, yeah, Braden at three for sure. His clutch gene. After missing every single clutch shot against Illinois, I am not happy to say that I think I'm digging him a little bit. Like that was a big game
Walt,
moment, and he had open shots to win the game and missed them all.
Walter Clayton had a career high 33 last year in the NCAA tournament, including 16 over a 3-minute stretch to end the contest. That dude is terrifying with his ability where he can shoot from.
Just want to
Truly,
say this, saying this out loud. Walter Clayton or Braden Smith, who scares you more?
Braden.
Braden, but I still don't think Braden should be three. Like Clayton's going to be in near the top of the list somewhere. So should Braden. Let me throw some alternatives out and just float this to you and see. And if you really want to demand Braden at three, I won't fight you that much. But talking single-handedly, I see I got to prepare for this dude, and I'm terrified. Cam Jones.
That's a good pick.
When I see Cam Jones and I see Marquette across from me, I'm like, how the hell do we deal with that? In a way that just you're not thinking the same way with Purdue or Florida. Um, I would also argue that PJ Haggerty is probably near the top of this list.
That's a good one. Mark Sears is probably still up here too.
For other reasons, I am not that afraid of Sears.
Are you? I just want to get a quick glimpse into you. Pause. Um, just do these players terrify you or not? John Tanji,
Not terrified, but scare, yeah.
R.J. Lewis,
More scared of Kadari than RJ.
Chaz Lanier.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe does Lanier need to be up here?
Lanier could be
Okay.
because
Mm,
he's a guy that could hit 11 threes and beat you.
yeah. Okay. All right. I would like to go.
I have
L-
a clear three that I think is like alone at three.
Who?
I think it's Cam Jones.
I'm fine with that. I
Okay.
think I'm fine with that.
So Cooper Flag one, Janai Brim two, Cam Jones three. Out of all the other names that we mentioned, I am content to put basically any of them four. The only other thing I would throw out, are you sure you don't want like a Trey Johnson?
Is he in the tournament?
Is he not? Are they guaranteed to miss the tournament? Yeah, I guess
I,
they are. 17
I,
to 14.
yeah, I don't think they're in it.
Damn.
I'm trying to. I got the field up right now. I'm trying to think what players kind of scare you. I mean,
I mean, like VJ Edgecombe. I'm trying to think of some of the other freshmen. We haven't said Kasparis.
well, like, but we haven't even got to like the Claytons of the world.
You're right. I'm just throwing names.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if you were throwing names or trying to get, get
Just
guys
throwing
official.
names.
Okay,
Throwing
throwing
names.
names, throwing
Cooper
names.
one, Broom two, Cam Jones three. Who do you want to put four?
Clayton.
Clayton over Braden after we just both did the like who scares you more thing?
Yeah, I'm letting my Big Ten bias show.
Man. Okay.
Clayton's a bad dude, man.
All right. I'll put Clayton four. I do not like that.
Braden five.
Braden five, but then where do we put TKR?
I don't know. We can put TKR somewhere like 17th. I'm more scared, like we're doing the big thing. I'm more scared of like Kalkbrenner than TKR. I mean, we can go through some other bigs that are in the field. I'm more scared of Hunter than TKR.
Why aren't you scared of TKR?
I'm not saying you should be scared of TKR. I'm just saying TKR being that high to me is like I would
Yeah,
have
but
some.
like comparatively to Hunter and Kalk, why aren't you scared of TKR? He's been as good offensively as those guys.
I mean, those guys been better.
Offensively?
Maybe not Hunter, but I think Kalk has, yeah. And Kalk's a better rebounder, better defender.
Okay.
Are you more scared of TKR or Derek? Actually, no, let me ask that to you. I know your answer.
More scared of TKR.
Okay. You want two Purdue players in the top 10.
Braden Smith five, PJ Haggerty six.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Let's work our way through. So other nominees right now after our top six. We have Mark Sears. We have Chaz Lanier. Would you put Ziegler anywhere near this?
Who?
Zakai Ziegler.
No.
I would say we have Broom. I think Baker Mazzara needs to be on this list.
That's terrifying.
I think so. And I
Or
think Pettiford and or Kelly need to be on this list.
Auburn's whole team is terrifying.
I'm gonna add all these guys to potential nominees. Pettiford, Kelly. Is there anybody else from Florida? I don't think so. Outside of Clayton, maybe Elijah Martin, but I don't think so.
No, I think just Clayton's the one you'd want.
Wade Taylor,
Some other names you could throw Wade Taylor, like some other guards. Wade Taylor, Josh
Te-
Hubbard.
Josh Hubbard, Otega Owe. I'm just going through all the SEC teams.
Yeah, Jeremiah Fears.
Jeremiah Fears. Jonell?
I think I'm. Are you more scared of Javon Small or Jonell?
Is West Virginia in the tournament?
Yeah,
Are they?
as a 10 seed.
Yeah, they are. Javon Small for sure then. Okay, Javon Small, Hunter Dickinson, Kalk. Anybody from Texas Tech?
Mm, Toppin.
JT Toppin. What about anybody from Houston? Are we doing Crier?
Ah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about
Just
it.
nobody from Houston. That's
Well,
fine.
I mean, you threw some like Auburn guys out there that are terrifying. Another like Juwan Roberts is terrifying, but not in like a
I don't think
kill.
there's a player from Houston on the list. That's fine.
Really? Okay. Jace Richardson.
Jace Richardson, Caleb Love. Just naming guys.
Can I ask you another one and tell me if he belongs on here or not?
VJ Edgecombe has to be there. Yes, who?
Richie Saunders.
We can put Saunders on there. I think he's terrifying.
Oh, we missed an Iowa State guy.
Who's like Curtis Jones? Again, he's not going to make my list. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Big Ten, we would have Tanji, I
Shelstad.
Shellstead for sure. Um, I already have TKR. You have Jace on there. I'm gonna put Holloman on there.
Oh my God.
UCLA, I don't think has anybody. Illinois needs to have Kasparis.
They do?
He needs to be on there. And then are Danny or Vlad on there? I think the answer ends up being no, but on the nominees list, maybe.
Maybe the nominees list, yeah. But I don't think they end up on there. Also, I would vote Will Riley over Kasparis.
I'll put Riley on the nominee list, but Kasparis' clutch gene is I'm gonna advocate for him to actually make it. To the Big East, last one. We're just naming all the nominees still. It's taking forever, sorry. But I think Kadari's got to be on here. You can put RJ Lewis on here. We already have Kalk. Solo Ball, I think, needs to be there. Are we putting two-time champ here?
Solo ball? Or well,
Caravan.
no.
So the only UConn representative is Solo,
Or Hurley. He's the only coach on the list.
but it's players. We're not putting Hurley. Uh, or we could put Hurley.
Let's put Hurley, please.
Okay, Dan
Let's
Hurley.
try to sneak Hurley in on
Let's
this
try
list.
and sneak Hurley. I agree. Like Conwell, is Eric Dixon making the tournament?
No,
He's not.
no.
All right, and then any mid-major guys? Like,
I
do you
mean,
want
our guy,
who?
our guy from what is it, UC San Diego?
Miles Che?
Yeah,
I don't know that they're getting in for sure, but I mean Donovan Dent,
Donovan Dent for sure. Uh,
Barcelonas.
mm,
No,
no, I don't think so. I think they're more of a sum of the parts type thing.
I don't think they're gonna make it, but Neat Clifford would be a guy.
Neat Clifford would for sure be on there if they make it. Um, is North Carolina? Are we considered North Carolina in or out? Because I actually think RJ Davis should be on there.
I think we got to consider them out for right now.
Okay, let's consider him out.
Okay. Okay. All right, we have all of our nominees. So our top six: Cooper Flagg, Janai Broom, Cam Jones, Walter Clayton, Braden Smith, PJ Haggerty. Before we go further, yeah, I saw the comments. People want us to put graphics on the screen when we do this. Guess what? That's not how our production. We're not live streaming, so we can't just like pull something up. It has to be added in post, and that takes a really long time. And I don't produce our videos, so we need to get our producer to know how to do that. But our producer's not watching this live and he doesn't have time to watch every single video we produce in order to put stuff on screen. It's not that easy. YouTube comments saying, "Oh, it would be so easy. You don't know how live streaming works." We're not live streaming, okay? We're using Adobe to post edit this ourselves. Back to this. Who do you want at seven?
Uh, ooh, this is tough to be honest with
There's
you.
so many scary guys.
There is a lot of scary guys. Um, I'd like to advocate for either Sears at this spot or maybe even like a Wade Taylor. 'Cause they're terrifying for multiple reasons.
What about Lanier?
Oh, I thought we had Lanier on here already.
Let's put Chaz Lanier seven,
Okay.
Mark Sears eight,
hmm
Wade Taylor nine,
Yeah, I feel like we have Wade Taylor at 9. We got to put like Caleb Love at 10.
Caleb Love at 10.
Okay, now we get our
Here's let me advocate for a couple of things. Jace Richardson should be ahead of Wade Taylor and Caleb Love.
the freshman.
He's playing better than them.
He
He's coming on at the right time.
doesn't have the experience though. The tournament.
So you want to put Jace behind those guys?
Yeah.
Do we need to put Dickinson and Kalk on here before we get too far?
Yes.
Or are we not afraid of those guys?
I'm. Yes, you should be afraid of those guys.
All right, so 11 is Dickinson,
hmm
12 is Kalk.
Yep.
All right, now we got to get into like us taking some shots on guys we would be scared of.
Javon Small,
Javon Small should probably be higher.
but I think he's fine right here. Actually, maybe put Javon Small ahead of the bigs.
I want Javon Small ahead of Wade Taylor, Caleb Love.
I'll allow that.
Javon Small 9, Wade Taylor 10, Caleb Love 11, Hunter Dickinson 12, Ryan Kalkbrenner 13. We got 7 spots left. Running through our nominees list still. Got the Auburn trio, Baker Mazara, Pettiford, Kelly. I advocate at least one, if not two of those need to be here because like Pettiford big game shit and Baker Mazara is crazy. We didn't talk about this, but does anyone else from Duke need to be there? I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Josh Hubbard, Otega Owe, Jeremiah Fears feels like a guy.
I feel like
J-
I feel like Hubbard and Fears in some way need to be next.
Hubbard, Fears, Jace, I think are three that I feel strongly need to be on here.
I would rank that Hubbard, Jace, Fears.
Josh
Heck,
Hubbard, 14.
yeah,
Jace Richardson, 15. Jeremiah Fears, 16. Okay.
right. Now we're getting
You
into
know, I'm on the fly. I want to make this 25 most dangerous players.
we have that ability.
Yep, we're making this 25. And once again, need someone to make a graphic for this and send it to thesleepersmedia@gmail.com. That worked so great earlier this week.
Been
Please
really
do
appreciating
that.
that. Really appreciating that.
Yeah. All right. 17.
Do we need a Big Ten guy at this spot?
See, my thing, I feel like Shellstad should be here more than anybody else.
That's where I was leaning.
Jackson Shellstad, 17.
Yeah, it's got some scary, terrifying, clutch shit to him.
Okay. I'm gonna go to war for a guy then quickly. Scary, terrifying clutch shit. Kasperi should be ahead of Jackson Shellstad.
No, thank you.
I might pull rank.
That's what you want to pull rank on?
I might pull rank.
I'm gonna just get Shellstat after
He
Casparius.
out clutched Braden Smith a week ago. They're healthy now. He's had that gene all year. You're telling me the number one guy who wants the moment isn't going to actually want the moment in the NCAA tournament?
That back yak.
I want him. I would argue he might need to be higher than 17th on the list.
He will be 17th and he will like it.
So we're putting him one spot behind Jeremiah Fierce.
Yep.
Jackson Chelstad 18.
Yep.
All right, back to our nominees. Donovan Dent, Solo Ball, Dan Hurley, Kadari, RJ Lewis, Danny Vlad, Will Riley, John Tonji, Richie Saunders, VJ Edgecombe, Trey Holloman, TKR, JT Toppin, Otega Owe, and the three Auburn guys.
As you said that, the ones that came to mind immediately would go top and Edgecombe.
See, you might hate me, and Big 12 people might hate me for this. As we go through this, Toppin is not the guy I want here.
Who would
I
you want?
think I think much like Houston and Iowa State, Texas Tech is just a team.
Mm,
There's not a guy that's terrible. Like if there was, it might be Darion Williams.
mm. Toppin's been really good.
I think Tech's been really good.
Toppin would be like the only All-American I think we left off this. That's the only thing. If you're an All-American, you got to be terrifying.
I think there's other guys that are going to make second or third team that aren't on this yet.
Okay. So who would you go with these two spots?
18-9. I get his numbers are crazy.
Actually, I'd like to pull rank. I want Toppin here.
All right, JT Toppin 19.
That's what I'm pulling rank for. JT Toppin at 19. Sometimes I wonder where I went wrong in life.
I may want an Auburn flurry.
I will allow you one Auburn player.
I think Baker, Mazzara, and Pettiford need to both be here because it's big game Hod and Baker Mazzara is insane.
But this isn't an insane list.
It's who's the most dangerous. He is
Well, Holloman
literally
should
and
be
figuratively the
one.
most dangerous. Huh?
Holloman should be one.
Well, I think Holloman might need to be on the list too in a second.
Oh. You want both those guys before TKR?
I want both those guys and TKR and Otega Owe and Solo Ball to end this list. But then we don't have Donovan Dent.
Dent has to be in there. Dent's in there. Okay. No Baker Mazzara,
Hold on.
Pettiford,
We have
Dent.
6 spots left. Let me just name names. Baker Mazzara, Pettiford, Otega Owe, TKR, Solo Ball, Donovan Dent is 6 guys. If we did those 6, we would be missing VJ Edgecombe and we would be missing somebody representing St. John's.
St. John's is a team type situation. I,
But
I would want RJ.
Kadari,
I want RJ Lewis over Baker Mazzara.
Baker Mazzara is terrifying.
This isn't a
How do you
loose.
deal with a 6'7" guard that has a psycho gene?
You can get one Auburn player.
I can
Can't
get
have
two
both.
Auburn players. They're Auburn.
Then no TKR.
TKR is hard to deal with.
You're being greedy.
Do we really need to be afraid of Donovan Dent?
Do we really need to be afraid of Solomon Ball?
Yeah, because what he did to Marquette, he could just make 12 threes and it's over.
More scared of Donovan Dent than I am Solomon Ball.
All right, let's put Donovan Dent at 20. Should Dent be higher now that we're here?
Um,
Putting him behind Jeremiah Fears and Josh Hubbard doesn't feel right to me. Jackson Shellstat ahead of Donovan Dent.
okay, yeah, yeah. Can we? Oh God, it's gonna throw out the whole list. That doesn't feel right now.
Like he should probably be after like Mark Sears, Javon Small,
Yeah,
ahead
probably.
of Wade Taylor and Caleb Love.
Ooh, maybe behind those guys because those guys have done it in the tournament before. like right behind Caleb Love and Wade Taylor.
All right, Donovan Dennett 12, Hunter Dickinson 13, Kalk 14, Josh Hubbard 15, Jace Richardson 16, Jeremiah Fears 17, Kasparis 18, Jackson Shelstad 19, JT Toppin 20.
We had to have a St. John's guy, right?
I don't think so. Solo Ball 21, Baker Mazzara 22,
This Bacon Bizarre thing is crazy.
Otega Owe 23.
Kanji's nowhere on this list.
Nope.
Okay,
They lost to Penn State at home. Respectfully, no one's scared of you anymore. Trey
understood.
Kaufman Red 24. Big Game Hod, Todd Pettiford 25. Means our best off the list are VJ Edgecombe, John Tonji, Richie Saunders, Kadari Richmond, RJ Lewis.
I mean, when you say it like that, it kind of makes sense.
We also did not put Dan Hurley on the list.
The list is named after Dan. It's the Dan Hurley All March Terrifying list.
Okay. All right. So our 25 most terrifying players for March Madness to see in your bracket. Cooper Flagg, Janai Broom, Cam Jones, Walter Clayton, Braden Smith, PJ Haggerty, Chaz Lanier, Mark Sears, Javon Small, Wade Taylor, Caleb Love, Donovan Dent, Hunter Dickinson, Ryan Kalkbrenner, Josh Hubbard, Jace Richardson, Jeremiah Fears, Conspiracy Akashonas, Jackson Shelstad, JT Toppin, Solo Ball 21, Baker Mazzara 22, Otega Owe 23, Trey Kaufman Ren 24, Todd Pettiford 25. I feel pretty great about that.
Everyone with Chad Baker Mazzara, but yeah.